Welcome to The Next Titan. Hi, I'm Matilda Obaseki, coming to you from the boardroom, where cutting-edge ideas run wild. The season is finally coming to an end with 6 aspiring Titans reaching for the finish line. Tonight, 2 contestants will be going home, and next week, finally, our winner will emerge. Are you ready? This is The Next Titan.
In a competition like no other, young entrepreneurs from across the nation step up to the challenge of being changemakers, coming into the game to showcase business skills. At stake is a whopping 5 million Naira prize money, 2013 Briscoe Ford Focus, and business support from first-rate mentors. And the right to be called Nigeria's Next Titan. Over 50 of them are selected and arrived at the boot camp 3 months ago. But only 16 survive and make it to the Titan Academy, where the real challenge begins. They arrive at the academy full of hope and excitement, but week after week, the numbers decrease, beginning with Nneka, then Izizi and Buki, followed by a host of others, Tochukwu, Andre, Otonye, thanks to the boardroom which always sees to the exit of the weakest link. And then, the top 10 emerge. After another 3 weeks, Chidima, Jubril, and Zion are shown the way out of the competition, leaving 7 of the very best. Last week on the show, we see the shocking exit of the self-satisfied Ebuka and Yeruba for failing to sell cars on the Briscoe Ford task. And the contestants solve a complex problem for Peak, giving it their very best and stretching the limits of brain power and creativity. In the boardroom, winners and losers emerge as Tinuade finds herself on eviction roll for the first time with the rest of her team. Tonight, 6 aspiring Titans blazing toward the finish line. Another 3 will be stopped as only 3 can partake in the final task. More action, more business. This is the search for Nigeria's Next Titan.
The Next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
How fast can your business respond to global opportunities? Can you spot an opening in New York and take immediate action? Or inspect a new Japanese prototype and appreciate its potential? Or even take an immediate position on the latest oil prices? Without even leaving your office.
Go global in an instant. Meet and seal deals across the globe from your office with MTN ePresence. Simply visit mtnbusiness.com.ng to experience it.
Let's do this.
MTN ePresence. It's just like being there.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak. Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak.
Being Nigeria's West Africa's foremost energy sector insurer, IEI knows a thing or two. With annual oil revenue of $40 billion touching every facet of life, Africa's most populous nation can rest assured she's on a sound platform, covering all your best intentions. IEI, the energy to care. Being Nigeria's West Africa's foremost energy sector insurer, IEI knows a thing or two. With annual oil revenue of $40 billion touching every facet of life, Africa's most populous nation can rest assured she's on a sound platform, covering all your best intentions. IEI, the energy to care.
It's been a long season of Herculean tasks and extraordinary episodes. With 6 of them left, they now understand that while winning is the ultimate aim, the experiences they share, and the friendships they nurture will last much longer than the euphoria of returning with the prize. Soon, a new task arrives.
All right, guys, we have task 11 here. Dear academic contestants, hope this meets you well. Let's do this differently. There will be no groups this week. Each candidate will do this solo. However, you will collaborate effectively to organize the campaign events stated in the task sheet. In the boardroom, you will do your solo presentation. Task 11, benefits of the cashless culture to the Nigerian economy. The brief. This week, the contestants are required to organize a campaign event for presentations on the benefits of the cashless culture to the Nigerian economy and develop executable strategies on how to make it work, drawing examples from other developing countries like Singapore. Note, to achieve this, you should organize an event that would last for an hour. In this event, the contestants should ensure the audience fully understand the theme. Contestants should also enlighten the audience and the public on the roles of Unified Payment Services Limited as an entity towards a cashless society. The audience should comprise of different people in the society, such as professionals, celebrities, university students, and so on. Parameters for judgment by the judges. Judges will look out for creativity, strategy, time management, and assimilation of the theme by all event participants. So it's another very busy week for you. Make the best of every moment. See you in the boardroom soon. The Titan Academy lead judge. Yay! It's cool, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
For this task, there are no options for anyone trying to escape responsibility. It's every man for himself.
It's nice that we working together.
Some are excited about going solo. Others are not so sure what it portends. Tunji is thoughtful and rereads his task for certainty. This assignment will begin with a trip to the headquarters of Unified Payment Systems Limited, where members of the top management are waiting to orient the aspiring titans to the idea of a cashless economy.
I'll just take you through what we have titled A Heritage of Innovation and Leadership. I'm sure we all know what is the cashless initiative is all about. It's become a buzzword today. What we do, we're into acquiring, we're into switching, we do payment terminal services and also value-added services. We want us to look at the benefits of the cashless culture to the Nigerian economy. The objectives of the task, we need to use this opportunity to promote the benefits of the cashless culture in the Nigerian economy.
I would like to understand what exactly Unified Payments does.
What we do in the Nigerian context, an issuer is a bank. Today, only banks are allowed largely to issue. We render service to the issuers. We are not issuers ourselves, but we are issuer processors.
For this event, what kind of target audience are you looking at?
We're not going to tell you who the audience should be. You have been given the task, you go do your research, and then you come up with who should be the audience in that gathering.
Back home, contestants continue with their research.
This target market, people that they've listed here, these are people that are probably going to know about it. But this is the people they want to be there.
See, you guys, I think we're missing it. The people they want us to get are people like Euro. These people have their cards, use their cards, but don't use it for other things apart from ATM.
All 6 of them will need to come together to decide on what kind of event to hold and where. They also realize each person will stand alone at the boardroom. With this challenge, the race to the final has just begun. The next 72 hours will determine who will be in the finals.
MTN Desktop as a Service offers you a secure, allocated space in the MTN cloud from where you can access all your documents and business applications like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Adobe PDF, your accounting software, CRM, HR software, etc. from any device without the worry of software licenses or installation. All you need is internet access, a smart device, smartphone, tablet or PC, and an MTN Desktop as a Service subscription. You simply log in your profile using your username and password, the same way you log into your PC. Now you can modify and submit that all-important proposal, update your spreadsheets, and develop your presentations from anywhere and on any device as if you were in your office. For more information, send an email to mtnbusiness@mtnnigeria.net or visit www.mtnbusiness.com.ng.
Vote for a favorite contestant. Send Titan space name a favorite contestant to 33352.
To vote for me, people, simply text Titan space Tunji to 33352. Thank you, people.
It's Titan space Tobechi to 33352. Thank you.
It's the second day of task execution. Putting together a publicity event seems simple enough. After all, the aspiring titans have done this before. But with their numbers severely depleted, there is more work share for each person as they act together to put forth a successful program.
We're obviously going to go look for venues for our event. We're also going to try to start inviting people. We've picked a day, Thursday, picked a time between 4 and 6 to host this event. So we want to also head to a bank to get more information about the Cashless Society in Lagos and every other platform for cashless banking. So yes, wish us luck.
You're saying what else is there to do? The plan was now to disseminate the information that, okay, now we've settled on the event. The event actually looks okay for what we want to do. It's a 1-hour event.
What we've decided to do is to optimize our resources in terms of time and movement. We decided to split into two. Tobe has been able to secure a venue for us in Ikeja, and the venue is free.
Let's go.
Phone calls go out. They work to pull all their resources.
I want to see if there's any opportunity that we can be able to educate people in Alaba international markets among the possible.
They secure a venue with Tobechi's help and begin reaching out to potential invitees face-to-face and by phone.
We're organizing a drive to educate people on the cashless culture in Nigeria, and Madam Tenny basically said that she'd be happy to let us use one of the halls at Rodizio.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ray. Have a good day. See you later. Bye.
Basically, what we want to do is to have the drive like we already discussed. I spoke to Madam Tenny and she said we could use this place, and I think we wanted to just see it and be sure that it would fit our purpose.
When is it you want to do?
On Thursday. We don't intend to do refreshments, but then because we're using this place, we're thinking if we're able to get our sponsors to rope in some financial benefits from us, we could get drinks at least for the guests. And we wanted to know what sort of arrangements we could have based on that, like what your charges are, what sort of discounts we can get since we're doing bulk.
Water, softs, and malt drinks?
Yes, that would be awesome.
We can give you up to 25%.
25% discount.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Research and planning continues late into the day. With only 48 hours to go, the contestants are still working together, and Tinuade is the interim head of the entire group.
I had the unique experience of being project manager and team member at the same time.
Back home, the firm heads to the Lagos Island market to reach out to the traders and invite them for the publicity campaign taking place there. While this is going on, Lola and Tobechi are at Unilag FM, where they begin their publicity campaign for the cashless culture in Nigeria. They are well received and get lots of calls.
What is this week's project?
You know that little card that we all call ATM cards? It can do a whole lot more. And we've been asked to share this education with everyone. That's why we're here. So we want to share with you and you and
everyone listening.
So you guys are cashlessly born again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, brother. You feel it in us.
You want to spread the gospel.
Yes, we do. Personal use of POS.
Sure.
Let's talk about this.
Now the POS machines are going out for free. POSs come with dual SIMs.
My name is Michelle from Yanopaja.
All right, Shane from Yanopaja, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Okay. Now, basically, we're looking at cashless storage today. You want to share yours?
I think it's actually a good one because carrying cash around is very dangerous.
I'm transferring to Yolanda, and it's told me the cash has been sent. It's off my account. It's somewhere in the air, and we're looking for it.
Sure. Is that it goes through verification. Everything it gets into a middle account before it hits Yolanda.
We need to make sure that you were the one who sent out that authorization. So it's basically for our own good.
Yes.
Most of the policies that have been set in place are to our benefit.
Sure. Okay, so we're done at Unilag FM. Shout out to Yolanda and Prince on the Unilag FM. Thank you.
Back home, they firm up their plans for tomorrow's event.
We need an MC. It's going to be either Lola or Toby because basically that's what you guys do. Then the liaison with the DJ, microphone and projectors. Emeka, please be happy to take care of that.
Let's run through
what has already started, then we can now tweak it.
This task is not complete without some advertising.
I don't have cash at home. I do all my transactions via my payment card,
Wait, I have an idea.
Okay.
You could transfer the money to my account through your phone.
What? Transfer 130k via phone to your account?
Exactly. Yeah. Bring your phone. Let me teach you.
Role-playing, starring Tinuade and Tunji.
Action.
The final 6 contestants must work together but report alone. It's going to be a tough one in the boardroom. Each aspiring titan has something to say on who will make the top 3 in this competition.
Strong 3 people. I'd say myself, Tinu, and Lola.
I see me, Iro, and Tinu.
Myself, Irogama, and Tinu.
Top 3 would be myself, Iro, and Lola.
We could go into the boardroom thinking, okay, this person is the strongest link, this person is going to survive eviction, or this person is going to make it. But at the end of the day, we are not able to call it at all.
The next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak. They are graduates, armed with college degrees and certificates. But are these enough to survive in the world of business?
Will you flush the toilet? Good children!
The next Titan, not just a game but a most grueling exercise that sees budding entrepreneurs competing in order to earn support and investments for their dream business. Who will flourish and who will perish? Who gets the 5 million Naira cash injection to become Nigeria's next Titan?
D-Day arrives. The aspiring titans begin their campaign events at the Idumota market on Lagos Island to meet with representatives of the market leaders. First, to mobilize members to attend their event and also to sell them on the benefits of the cashless culture. It's a rainy morning, but they are used to braving the odds to get the job done. They also seize the moment of the traders' fellowship meetings to sell the cashless message. Irogama does her best to communicate with the traders.
Now, when we talk about mobile banking, with your phone, transfer that 2 million from your phone, it will hit my account. No. I just been trying to make una understand, say this thing we government talk cashless. No be say they want suffer you, say they want make your life hard, but make your life easier.
Before leaving, they work on an ad campaign targeting this demographic.
So you have refused to comply with the cashless culture, eh?
Nah, because leave that thing. Cash na the main thing. How I want to take the use card, they transact my business.
When he's talking to you and I have to capture both of you, he makes sure if he's doing anything with his hands, try and do it.
Once their work is done here, they proceed to the venue of the second major event, where things are already taking shape. It's the defining moment in the execution of this task. The 1-hour event has a mix of all stakeholders of the cashless culture in attendance, ranging from professionals, merchants, university students, and various members of the public in attendance. Tunji kicks off the lectures, and everybody else gets the opportunity to speak.
Once again, good evening, everybody.
What Unified Payment does is they are a card-neutral, option-neutral facility. Now you use your POS. Any card can work on any POS. Now you go to your ATM can work in any bank. And that's all what this whole effort, when we say cashless, that's what it's exactly about. Not cashless, as in no cash, but cashless, that's less cash.
We're just going to talk to you about mobile banking. So it's free as long as you're not transferring money to a different bank. But if you're transferring money within the same bank, they're not going to charge you for using the service. You can do the other time that they charge you if you're paying your bills. So of course we use the STV, PHCN and all those things. You can pay it through your mobile phone.
The new ATM machines that we have, they've been upgraded. You see options like bill payments, airtime purchase, money transfers. You can also do multi-currency e-transactions.
I'm going to be talking about the benefits of the cashless culture. There is the customer, which is obviously all of us right here, or some of us right here. And there is the corporations, like the big corporations. And then there is the governments, and there is the banks as well. And last but not the least, the economy.
We know one problem in Nigeria is illiteracy. So those market women out there, so what's the government doing to educate these people, and what's the way for them to also benefit from this cashless society?
There was a time when loads of these market women didn't have bank accounts, and now they all have cards. So it's all in stages. So just be rest assured that in phase 1, phase 2, it's going to be a gradual process. But these people have already converted to some form of banking, so there's definitely hope for them to also go cashless.
Of course, coming from the UK, it's something that I'm very used to. I use my card for pretty much everything. That's probably why I overspend so much, but yeah. So it would be so much easier for me if this thing was really adopted in Nigeria. To me, it makes life so much easier.
So thank you very much. We know that time is precious, so we're really grateful to have you here today. Thank you.
Vote for a favorite contestant. Send Titan space name a favorite contestant to 33352.
Please text Titan space Irogama to 33352. Thank you.
To vote for me, text Titan space LOLA to 33352. Thank you.
I was told I'd be meeting a group. Where is everyone?
This is the group.
You're the team providing us access to the largest network infrastructure nationwide?
Yes, sir.
And you're also behind the undersea cable that delivers superior international bandwidth to Africa?
Indeed, we are.
And that's the impressive ultra-modern data center?
Yes, that's it.
The broadest range of business communication and cloud-based solutions?
That's correct.
And you've got access to expertise in 21 markets in Africa and the Middle East?
Absolutely.
And all this from you? We should do more business.
Think transformation. Think MTN Business.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Hello, good evening. Wow, good evening. How's your week been?
Well, it's just a mixture of emotions.
Okay. All right, I know you're eager to get the ball rolling, so I'm not going to stand in the way of that. I'm going to introduce the judges.
It's a full house tonight in the boardroom with Judge Booker at the helm, joined by oil magnate Tonya Cole, marketing tycoon Chris Parks, and former investment banker and now lecturer at the University of Lagos, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole.
Well, like you know, 3 of you are on the eviction roll from last week's task. The judges can only save 1 person. Tough, but only 1 person can win the money. You know that, right? So I'm going to hand over to the judges now. All right. Have a good one.
Thank you, Matilda. How did the task go? Any learnings? What?
I didn't know about mobile banking up until we had to do this task. So that was like a learning curve for me, and it was an enlightenment period. So.
For instance, I didn't really know about the interbank payment system. I use a lot of electronic payments, but I didn't really understand how it was processed. So that was an eye-opener for me as well.
Great. We'll get on with the boardroom business, and we will put up the matter of the pig milk eviction until towards the end of this boardroom session.
The task this week is to develop executable strategies on how to make the cashless culture work in Nigeria, drawing on Singapore as a case study and guide. The judges have earlier read the report submitted on this task, and after the solo presentations by the remaining 6, they go into the meat of the matter.
Great. Thank you so much. What other forms of things can we do as a country to encourage cashlessness, if there is such a word? Yes.
Strategy I thought would help is decentralizing the cashless initiative from CBN.
No, I'm talking about the forcing. What other thing? Just one word.
Okay.
Tinu. Anybody else?
Incentives.
Incentives, exactly. I want to hear the word incentives. I heard what in every report you've used the word incentive, but guess what? Everybody was talking about tax rebate, and what was the other thing? VAT. That's it. Now, the gentleman that was in Idumota who said he needs money, right? Wasn't that what he was saying? Yeah. So why don't you come up with a way for them to get money? How? Because these guys are not even paying taxes anyway, right? Because you are bringing people from the informal sector to the formal sector of the economy. The reason why they are called informal is because they're doing basically cash-based transactions, which means no tax revenues to the government. So if you are advising the government now and say, look, let's do this crazy idea, something out of this world, can anybody suggest an incentive that would make both the merchants and the card holders want to love to use their cards?
Well, in my report, I spoke about card schemes where basically people get discount for using their cards.
Loyalty cards.
Yes.
That's paying the bank and the merchant. Yeah,
yes.
I get that point. Yeah. Because a small mom and pop operator in Alaba Market or in Idumota would not really, you start talking about loyalty, he may not quite fully understand. It will be just as complex as the scheme itself. What about, I'm going to throw up an idea. You know, in Korea, they had a raffle system. Every month, there would be $1 million given away in raffle. And you don't buy tickets. Every time you use your card at a POS, you're automatically entered. And one of you would win that prize. If, let's say, rather than $1 million, you're going to give 10 million Naira to 10 people, or one per state, to 36 people every month, wouldn't that make people force the merchants to accept their cards?
Sure.
2, every merchant whose POS terminal the winner emerges gets 25% of the price. So another 250,000 Naira, or 2.5 million if it is 10 million. Wouldn't the merchants want to use it? Isn't there an incentive? So incentives can be looked at in very many ways, isn't it? I heard about tax rebates, I heard about duty reduction, but I haven't heard about something just out of this world, kind of crazy things that could make the market. You are about creativity. You know, you want to grow your business, you have to be creative and knock it out of the ballpark, right? Great. And some other things, but we will leave that for some other time. Since this is an individual event, we're going to evict one person from this task. And I believe that the peak discussion is still not over.
Following the presentations, here comes a tipping point as the judges request to be left alone.
Excuse us so that we will deliberate.
The next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
How fast can your business respond to global opportunities? Can you spot an opening in New York and take immediate action? Or inspect a new Japanese prototype and appreciate its potential? Or even take an immediate position on the latest oil prices? Without even leaving your office.
Go global in an instant. Meet and seal deals across the globe from your office with MTN e-Presence. Simply visit mtnbusiness.com.ng to experience it.
Let's do this.
MTN e-Presence. It's just like being there.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak. Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak.
Vote for a favorite contestant. Send Titan space name a favorite contestant to 33352.
Text Titan space Tinoade to 33352 and get everyone to do it too. Thank you.
Please vote by texting Titan space Emeka to 33352. Thank you.
It's time to tabulate scores and take the far-reaching decisions. Tinu, Tunji, and the serial nominee Tobechi are the three on the chopping block for the Peak task. They are to save one and let two go. How will this turn out?
So how did we come to this conclusion? The three
How
people
did we get to the conclusion? I think you can use what we have seen throughout their stay in the academy to arrive at an objective analysis. Really, even today, it had also shown that of the three of them, the presentation that the three of them is the weakest.
No, for me, it's no contest.
There is no contest, right? Okay.
Outside, the tension here is palpable as the contestants wait for the outcome of the judge's decision.
Matilda, can you have the contestants come in, please? Okay, welcome back. Doctor, you want to announce?
You know, we're getting to the really tough decisions, and it wasn't easy for us. So, Tunji, you're evicted. You've come, you know, pretty far, and you're good, but I'm sure you've learned a lot. And, you know, very sadly, Tobechi, much as we hate to see you go, you're going to be evicted today. Basically, Tinu has been consistent in her drive. She seems to really want it. Sometimes you can be self-effacing, and we've talked about that. In the business world, Tinu will be what you describe as a bulldog. Tinu, it's not a derogatory, that's what winners are made of, you know. There's sometimes you have to kind of mask it, but that is really what winners are made of, wanting it that bad that giving it 110% consistently.
because you guys have demonstrated to us through the few weeks that we've interacted with your personal and professional growth. It's clear. There is no question about it. I can only cast back to about 9 weeks back when people were struggling to make comments or to put together a coherent idea. But that is now gone. And I think what you need to do is to polish on those short idea grasping, interest, whatever, things that would make somebody say, can I hear more? What do you mean by that? And it's fantastic. So don't despair. The sky's the limit.
Finally, after 7 weeks in and out of the eviction bench, Tobechi is on her way home. In her company is the jeweler, Tunji Akande.
You know, when I got in, I always kind of hoped that if I wasn't going to make it to the end, then, let me not make it so far. But then staying in for this long has really opened me up to a lot of things. My mind now works in a much different way. And then, of course, all of the judges had something to say about me. They had noticed how I had gone through a lot of downs and ups and downs and ups throughout the show. And the one thing that all of them said that I'm going to carry on with me is that just going through all of that makes me a fighter, and I'm going to succeed. I know I'm going to succeed. So even though it hurts, you're this close to the prize, but then you don't get it. I still believe that being on this show for this long, even though it's almost been like different people have wanted to take me out, it's a success story on my part. I'll probably write about it. So y'all should just keep an eye out for Tobe the Diva, because I'm going to blow up in your faces.
Sadly, I was just evicted, but still, I feel like a winner because of 16 contestants have come this far. I've been able to show my strength, my skill, and my creativity. Even if so many people didn't say it coming that I'll come this far. I've learned a lot from the show, I've learned that as an entrepreneur, determination is not just enough. Passion, you need to take it to the next level. I'm going to go out there and, break through in my business. It's not about who wins the money, but about who makes the most use of the opportunity and the platform that has been given.
Unknown to the remaining 4 contestants, there is one more eviction tonight. Only 3 of them will slug it out at the season finale. Who will not return to the Titan Academy tonight? More when the next Titan returns.
The next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak. Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak.
If you own a home, you deserve peace of mind. That's why IEI's home care policy covers both your house and the valuable items that you have inside. At IEI, we start by giving you this set of equipment for free to help you tackle minor domestic mishaps. However, if any of these perils should befall your home, we'll step in and relocate you to an alternative accommodation for as long as 6 months while we put your house and those valuable items of yours back the way they were. Now, how about that? Home care from IEI. The energy to care.
Now we have 4. Only 3 of you will be in the final next week. And of course, the winner out of the 3 will walk away with million Naira, and the Ford Focus provided by Brisker Ford Nigeria Limited, PLC, sorry.
It's going to be a tough call for the judges regarding the top 3. Of the thousands who showed up for this competition, these 4 are the very best. But a decision is to be made tonight on who is to be shown the way out. The judges give everyone a level playing field by asking each man and woman to fight to stay in the game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I signed up for this program because I passionately believe in what the entrepreneur stands for in terms of their skill sets and their contributions to the economy. And over the past few weeks in this task, every day, every task, I have stretched myself because I really want this, because I passionately believe in my business idea, which is not just about making money, but it's about raising the bar and setting standards in the service industry in Nigeria. Over the past few weeks, my skill sets have been acknowledged even by my team colleagues. There's been times when there's been a tussle to have me on their team because people have recognized what I bring to the table. I earnestly hope that you have witnessed this in me, and I really, really pray that I'll have your votes when it comes to the final day to win. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Lola?
I firstly just want to say that I'm sure you've seen in the last couple of weeks when I've had to give this speech that I'm extremely, extremely passionate and dedicated to what I intend to do with my company. I did start it alone, pretty much from the advice of many people saying that it cannot be done, you can't go to Nigeria on your own, you can't do these things. And I think each time I have crossed every hurdle, and no matter what has come at me, I've always jumped over it, and most of the time I've had to do it, unfortunately, by myself. I've learned a lot so far on the show, and especially the fact that when you work together as a team, you can achieve so much more. And it's definitely proved to me that I cannot do it alone. I really can't, and I actually do need to embody, to actually create a team around me that can help further push my company to the heights that I want it to be. I also just want to note that I can't stress enough that I really hope that my activity has also shown you that not only am I a key player, but I also produce results. The 2 times that I was project manager, our team did win, and each time I have been up for eviction, even though it has been a really tough and really stressful emotional experience. I really hope that you've seen a fighter, a spirit in me that is really dedicated and passionate to not only creating a business that's going to be successful for myself, but also to allow lots of other women to come up and actually be self-employed also. So that's my main reason for being here. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Emeka?
The past 11 weeks to 12 weeks I've spent in this Next Titan has been a life-changing experience for me. And it's because, for me, I am a grassroots businessman. From the age of 5 years old, I've always followed my dad to his shop, and I used to imitate his apprentice and try to measure up textiles and cut them for customers. I spent most of my secondary school, university vacations at my dad's office, trying to learn soft skills like marketing skills, debt recovery skills, and I believe I have shown it a lot of times at the Next Titan here. I have shown, like in the first task, I was able to demonstrate that you can actually think out of the box as an entrepreneur to be able to outsource some of your production so that you can concentrate on other goals. I also showed in the IEI tax that you can actually think out of the box and also give your customers, your customers an instrumental option of payment on credit facilities so that they can actually take what, and it's helped IEI seal a sale that was that had a competitor, which was Leadway Assurance. I have learned a lot from the judges. I've learned how to improve on my presentation and my report writing skills. I have also learned a lot from my fellow colleagues like Ayanduba, also taught me graphic designs. What I believe I came to this show with was the digital out-of-home advertising screens, and which I believe I can use to that businesses can put in their receptions to give information and like an information kiosk. That's what it's going to serve as at reception, to give information to customers at the point or at the right place, the right time, and at the right period. That is what I have, and I believe that if you give me the opportunity to prove myself more, I believe that I can actually not fail you, and I will do more because I'm a work in progress. Thank you.
Thank you. Iro?
I've been on the show 11 weeks now, and before I came, I had been doing business for about 4 years, and I've also been running a security company. Surprised to come to the show, and after I lost my first task, there was something, I think I sort of woke up, and since then I have not contemplated a loss. I don't think it, and I see that it's worked for me in every task since then. I have remained relevant, a relevant key player. I'm determined, I'm hardworking. I don't do half measures. I have to go the full run. I have learned a lot personally coming in because I had a few personal flaws, self-control and things. But over the last 11 weeks, I must say that I am a completely different individual. I'm interacting with people better. I'm able to make rational decisions, without being emotionally spurred by the situations in the moment. I have a lot to learn, and I think that I deserve to stay on the show to the final because I have worked hard, I have remained consistent, I have shown my relevance, and I think I'll make a great ambassador for the next Titan show. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, judges, name your 3 contestants that would remain in the academy, meaning you name the candidates that you would want to opt in, and whoever is left out would be the evictee.
The 4 people here are exceptional in their own way, each one of you in different ways, but one has to go. Nneka, I have to look beyond some of the perceived flaws that you have, basically when it comes to carriage, speech, outward, and look beyond that and go to the meat of what you have. I want you in the house because when it comes to reaching the real market, reaching the real people, you carry that more than most people here.
I like you all. It's been a long time, week after week, and watching you all grow. It's been an incredible event from this side of the table. I'm sure it has been even more so yours. Tino, I didn't like what you did on the last project at all. Didn't like it. But I've watched you over the weeks and I've been convinced that you are an entrepreneur, that you have that talent. You're an aggressive person, which sometimes that can be a bit overbearing, can be out of place, but it's going to get you there if you use it correctly. So for me, you stay.
Okay. The first person I would nominate to stay would be Rogama, because I find you consistent. And what consistent means is I like the way you do what you do consistently. Keep it up. I think you've done very well to come so far. Lola, I find you consistently good. I like the way you sell yourself. I like the way you've come back home and you're enjoying home. You've thrown yourself right into the Nigerian fabric, which is not an easy thing. I think you have a lot of skills that will help you go far, but I will not be retaining you on the house today. I just had to choose between you and Emeka, basically. And I think probably from that was probably the thing. I want him to know that even though there are rules and rules should be adapted, rules should be followed, that when there's an outlier moment of creativity and you sway the team and you sway the company, that I'll definitely reward. So you were basically tied, and I know you'll do very well. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much. I think for me, again, I'm going with my fellow judges. Lola, you had grown through the weeks. Again, I might also have to use the word again. You are also a titan. It doesn't matter. It's not about just winning the competition. Sometimes winning in life matters. And you have exhibited qualities of an entrepreneur, independence, perseverance, actually. So the 3 of you, congratulations. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
It's the end of the road for Lola, the managing director of Blinks Lashes. The decision was down to Emeka and Lola, but in arriving at Emeka, though he may not have the polish, the raw energy of a businessman that the judges see in him gets him the edge over Lola.
I'm gonna miss everyone, and I really just wish the final three the best. They deserve it. They work very hard. All I can tell everyone is just to watch out for Blinks Lashes, of course. It's not going to end here. It never was going to. So yeah, just wish me luck, and just, it's been an amazing experience. The Next Titan has been one of the best decisions I've made in my life. So yeah, it's really emotional, but yeah.
The Next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
Microfinance banks have the unique challenge of providing microcredit and other banking services to Nigeria's financially underserved. But with steadily rising operational costs, it has become more and more difficult for a microfinance bank to do just that. The cost of procuring, implementing, and running banking application to manage banking operations can be enormous. But all that is about to change with MTN Microbanking Software as a Service, MTN ZAS. MTN ZAS is a cloud-based microbanking software that enables microfinance banks offer banking services without the cost and complexities of ownership. No need for servers, data centers, annual licensing fees, or expensive maintenance fees. With MTN ZAS, you can take banking wherever you want it to be. Market, motor park, town square, you name it. As a cloud-based service, this banking application is available to authorized personnel on authorized PCs wherever they may be. Say goodbye to licensing costs, server rooms, and high operational costs, and say yellow to cost-effective, secure microbanking from anywhere. Save cost, reduce complexity, increase profits with MTN ZAS. For more information, send an email to mtnbusiness@mtnnigeria.net or visit www.mtnbusiness.com.ng.
Next week, after 13 weeks of challenge, it's the season finale. Who will it be? Chinu, Iro, and Emeka. One prize, 3 contenders. It's a live show with their families in attendance as we seek to determine the next Titan.
All right, people, that's all we can take on the show tonight. Next week, our winner will emerge, and I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm your host, Matilda Obaseki. I'll see you at the